Good morning, ladies. Today we are going to make a high protein breakfast. I get a question all the time. How do you incorporate vegetables into your breakfast? So today we're going to do that. I got some pico right here, got some spinach, we got some eggs, and we got a little bit of steak. Let's get into it. Let's make this high protein breakfast. This is one that you can meal prep on the weekend and have it for the entire week. Let's go. Be sure to like and subscribe. Okay, so to start us off, I have my steak right here. I already started to put some seasoning on there, but we got beef bouillon, garlic powder, and onion powder. I would love to put some salt on there, but we just moved and I have not bought some salt yet. So for right now, this will do. But we'll get that beef bouillon out the way. Go ahead and add your garlic powder. I love this little, what is this called? I don't even know what this thing is called. This seasoning set where we're able to put the labels on it. I love this thing. So now I'm gonna add some onion powder. And then what I'm going to do, set this to the side. Take that hand and just mix it all in. If you got some gloves, this is really good. And we're just gonna let this sit for a while we work on the eggs. Just mix it all in, get all those seasonings. You can put olive oil on it, but there's gonna be olive oil in the pan, so I kinda opted out. But making sure everything is nicely coated in that seasoning. Boom, and then we can set that to the side, just so it can marinate for a couple minutes. Next up, we got eggs. So my wife and I are eating. Typically, if it was just me, I would do straight up egg whites, but my wife isn't the biggest egg white fan. So what we're gonna do is just go ahead and utilize the whole egg. Happy wife, right? I'm gonna go 4 eggs. Okay, so for the eggs, we're gonna go some chicken bouillon. Makes I hope I'm saying this right. Bouillon. You get it. And then we'll put that to the side. Then you just give these a whisk. I like to add a little water. I don't know if you guys can see me, but just a little dab of water. Makes your eggs nice and fluffy. See that? And then you just mix that together. Set that to the side. Then we're gonna get our spinach, and we are going to do a rough chop on this here spinach. Woo. Get it all out there. You know, spinach kind of shrinks super easy once you start using it. I dropped some. So I'm just gonna give this a rough chop. I am dropping spinach all over the place. It's okay. Just give this a rough chop. Try not to chop off my fingers. You may be thinking this is a lot of spinach. Yes, this is a lot of spinach. I realize that now. And I'm not gonna use all of this, but we're here. I'm too committed. It is what it is. No spinach left behind, right? Spinach by itself, I don't know. It's terrible by itself. Once you add all the things, it's a lot better. Oops. Okay, let's get back to the video. So I'm gonna go ahead and fire up the pan. Everything is prepped. I always like to prep things ahead of time. That way I'm not trying to cook one thing while I'm rushing to go prep another thing so they cook at the same time. Alrighty, let's head over there and let's get to it. Alrighty, so my pans are nice and hot. I'm gonna put a little bit of olive oil on this plate here. Ooh, that's a nice bubble. Love that. Put a little olive oil here. And what we are going to do, turn that heat down a bit, is get a nice sear. That's the sound I'm going for on these steaks. I like mine medium well, so I'm gonna go for about a minute each side. And I'm going to turn the vents on so my wife doesn't kill me. While that's going over there, we're gonna turn this a little lower heat. Add our olive oil again. Start working on some of these veggies. So we got our pico de gallo here. Get that going. See that nice sear? Get that going. Love it. And then we are gonna add some of our our spinach. Again, remember guys, Akani chopped entirely too much spinach. Add a little more olive oil. Keep that, turn that heat a little higher and let that do its thing. Mixing everything together. I'm gonna turn this heat up even higher. I don't necessarily want a lot of moisture. That's why I'm turning the heat up so high. Because again, we're gonna come through and add our eggs. And then we'll go through and flip these. Nice, see that color? These are good. Turn that heat up a little higher. High heat is the key. As we're flipping these, we can see all of them have a nice sear. Really, really good. Oh, how I wish I bought some salt. Boom, and now we'll let this go on the other side. A little secret I'll put you guys on to in a second, but make sure these are going well. And just a little, one more dab of olive oil. And then we're gonna pour our eggs in. Give these one more whisk. And add that to the pan. It's up to you how you go about it. I like to let them sit a little bit and then I'll scramble them all together. Can't leave that in there, Connie, that's not safe. These steaks are looking good. They're gonna have a nice color to them. Again, I like mine medium well. You can cook your steak to your liking. Let's go ahead, mix these eggs all together. They're gonna be, I was doing scrambled eggs. I don't know if I was clear with that in the beginning. Turn that heat up a bit as you scramble your eggs. Okay, this steak is almost done. This is the last bit. You do not, this is an optional step, but I like to add some butter. As that butter is there, typically if this was a bigger steak, oh, we lost one. You would go around like that. I don't want to add too much butter, but how I'm gonna go about this is just mix them all in the butter. And then we will set this off to the side so that it can rest and turn our heat off. It's nice and fluffy. Look at all that color. And the steak looks beautiful as well. I'm gonna take those off the heat, let them rest. We lost one along the way. Now that we're all finished, the next step is plating. I'm gonna go ahead and start with my wife's plate. Get her eggs. Plating always seems like the hardest part. I think that's enough eggs. And then we'll go with mine. We don't have to go super pretty with mine, but they do say you eat with your eyes first. So I'm going to just place all of my eggs there. And then I'll set this to the side. Go ahead, try to make it pretty. Boom, there we go. Then add our pieces of this yummy steak bites over here. You can see those juices. She doesn't eat much, so I'll give her those. And then for myself, ooh, forgot that handle was a little hot. For myself, I probably didn't need this big of a plate, but we're here. It is what it is. Then, to add some more color to your plate, pop out the grapes. Boom, right there. She's not gonna eat many, but I am. Remember, grapes are high in sugar content, so if you're dealing with blood sugar regulating issues, I would opt in for strawberries or something else other than grapes. And there you have it. I could have cut the stems off, but I don't have time. There you have it, a high protein breakfast. If you've stuck around this long, I hope that you try this meal out. Again, simple, high protein breakfast. We need a taste test, actually. Let me go ahead, grab myself a fork, get a nice little taste test. Love it. Need some salt, but again, we just moved, so we don't have salt. Try it with this steak hook. This is actually pretty good. Again, needs a little salt. If you have salt, have salt. Be sure to add salt to the steak and the eggs. But if you're someone that's watching your sodium levels or your salt intake because you have high cholesterol, I would opt out. Be sure to try these things out. Let me know in the comments what you would like me to cook next. Alrighty, till next time, be sure to like and subscribe. Peace.